Hello, I do welcome you back once again. Thank you for always visiting this channel, and today we are going to look at how we can create an app for students to use in writing their examination. So to get started, let's get into business. Click on new blank data, then give it a name, examination. System, then just press OK. So now this one, there are two options. What do you want to do? Do you want your questions to be in a table, or you only store the results in the table? There are two options. So we are going to go by the second method. That's, we are going to store only the candidates, their name, their class and other things, and their exam score in the table. But the questions, you will just keep them in the form, right? So this one, we are going to create a table where we will store the candidates, their names, their class, and their exams score. The first one will be ID. The next one will be date, the date in which the exams is being written. But let's add subject first. Which subject are they writing on? Then the next one is going to be exams date. Exams date, that one is going to be date and time. So that the next one is going to be class. The next one too is going to be student code, because the students, there should be a code to differentiate them. Then the next one is going to be student name, and the next one is going to be the exam score. That one we are going to make it a number, since it will be calculating and sorting. So the number will come to default value. I'll just delete it. I don't want any zero to show there. So for now, these are the details that we will need, since the questions are not going to be stored in a table. So I will just save it, Control S to save. Then I'll close it. I didn't name the table. I'm going to give it a proper name. That's going to be candidates. So now that we've gotten our table, it means at the end of the day, we will store the subject. As for the subject, we will enter it here, the candidate, the exams date. As for the exams date, I want it to be automated. So I'll come to the exams date, come to the default value, then we just enter date. All right. So that is it. So subject, as for the date, it should be, so class, subject code, student name, exam score. That is it. Now we have to set our questions, and like I've said, we are not going to store the questions in a table. We are going to create the questions, store the questions in a form. You go to design and create, and come to form design. Now I'll right click and choose form header and footer. Let me put this one down a bit to create a space for that. And now I have to extend, say 20 is okay. As we are going, we may increase it. I'm going to add text boxes. So the text box, let me do the adjustment here. So margin, make it medium. Then the font going to be 12. The color should be what? Black. All right, click, go to size, fit. Now position it here. This one is going to be, I'm going to duplicate it. So Control C, Control V, 1, 2, 3. Yes, 3 additional one will be okay. So this one will be here. It will be here. It will be here. Don't worry. This one will be student name. The next one will be student code. The next one is going to be class. And this one, we'll use this one to manage the subject. Yes, so let me do the adjustment here. The size, I'll make it shortest. The student name, let me open this one a bit. At least this side is okay. Now the class 2 should come here. As for the class, the size shouldn't be that much. Then the code, student code should also come here. Student code, let me open this one a bit. This one will be the subject. So I'm going to delete the label and bring it somewhere here. I'll right click, go to align bottom. This one, let me align it to the top. And size, that's the shortest. So this one too, you have to come up and they should be in the alignment with. Right click, align, top. All right. Let me collapse this one so that I'll have enough space. Yes. So now we have the subject. Let me expand this one to expand it, and I'll make it center align. I'll double click here to bring the property, come to format, auto center, yes. Border star, the record selector we don't want, no. The navigation buttons, no. Scroll, as for scroll, we make it vertical. Now let's see. There is it. Now let's go back. This one should come down a bit. Okay. And this one too should come down a bit. But this one, this is going to take care of our the subject. Yes, this one is what is going to take care of the subject. We'll make it. Now let's view it. The student name, class, student code. Now I have to increase the space of the class a bit so that yes, there should be another button that will make us or take us on. Student code. I'm going to add a button, a start button, that when a student click on it, then the exam starts. I'll cancel it. We are going to use VBA for this button. I'm going to start BATN, and I'm going to give it a caption. Start exams. Format 12. Let me expand it a bit. And I have to add, so in this one we will time the exams. So I have to add a text box that will take care of the time, the clock. Here I'll control, then I'll click. This one, the size is going to be the tallest, and the font, make it 14 black. Come to arrangement, make it medium. All right. The alignment, I'll make it center aligned, then I'll make it bold too. So this one too, I'll make it white, black. So now let's see. All right. I'm going to bring this one in a bit. Then I'll right click, go to anchoring, top right. Yes. Let me bring it to this side, and this one too should be this way. Yes, so that we can bring the date under here. Now I'll come up here, go to form design, select date here. Now I want long date, I don't want to include time, so I'll just click OK, and I'll bring it down here. So this one, to make it 12 black, we do away with this, don't want it. So the date, the long date, if it doesn't create any trouble, we'll leave it that way, but in case it tries to, let's open it and see. All right, now the space is enough. Now let's bring it forward a bit so that to be in line with the time. Good, good. Now we are done with it. Now we have to, the time, I have to go to the outline, then choose this color. Then here to let me choose the same color. That's it. Good, good. All right. Now that we are done, but for now the subject, let me get the subject. This one we are going to get the subject from the candidate table. So we are going to use the lookup equal to the look up. What do we want? Subject, from where? Candidate. All right, and let's see, it is showing us error. Why? Now let's go back. The lookup subject, from where? Candidate, is showing error. Let's go to the subject table. We have subject and candidate. The candidate, the spelling is S, but I didn't add S here. I'm going to add the S. So now let's see. Nothing is showing because there's no subject added, and that's where we are going to add the alternative. So NZ, if nothing is showing, what should be shown? NZ, that's where the NZ will come in. NZ, comma, then what else are we to write? No subject added yet. Okay, now let's see. Because there's no subject added, the other alternative is shown. We want the subject to always be shown as uppercase. In that case, we select the subject, we come to format, then under format 2, we just add greater than sign. We come to border style, one transparent, back style transparent, data, come to enable no, logged yes, and we come to format bold. Now let's see, no subject added yet. That is it. Now here, because the screen, now when I do this way, the date will be shown here depending on our screen. For now, I'll just open it for us to get access. In case, let's say you get a screen that's smaller like what we are seeing here, in order not to create a problem, we are going to use a short date. So short date, select this one, come to format, is it data? No, we select yes. So we come to format, instead of long date we are going to use short date, and that one, it will, I don't like this format. Come to short date, medium. Yeah, let's choose medium date. This one is okay, like this one. And the position, let me bring it forward a bit. All right. It's like I'm spending much on the form design. Don't worry, that is part of it. Now that we are done with the top, we are going to do with the questions. So when we are done with the question, we'll come and do with the timing. Well, when you click on start exams, the time should start reading depending on the amount of time you give it to your students. Now let's go and start the questions. So the questions, we are going to use labels instead of text boxes. All right, we will be combining both text box and label, but the labels are going to be more than the text boxes. In that case, we'll just select a label, click on it, and you just enter the first question. Number 1. The first question is going to be on which channel are you watching this tutorial from? The answers will come, don't worry. I'm going to format the question 12 black, right click, fit. All right, let me position it where I want it to be. I want it to be here. Copy 1 2 3 4. All right, I want to make 5 questions, so this one is going to be, so let me align it properly. The answers will be this. The first one is objective questions. The answers will be here. Yeah. You see it. So this one, for uniformity, you have to make sure the spaces are the same. So here I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, then I give a space. 1, 2, 3, then I give a space. I'm going to give another space to here. All right, so now I'm going to change the questions. The first one, there's going to be number 2. Number 2 is what will you do as a first time visitor to this channel after watching this video? What will you do as a first timer? What will you do as a first timer visitor? First time visitor. Let's make it that way. We leave that one for the English people. All right. So, what will you do as a first time visitor to this channel after watching this video? These are objective questions, so the answers will come later. Let's proceed to the third question. How many people including, let's make it simple, how many people have you shared this channel to? Now we are going to the fourth question. The fourth question, that's number 4. How do you see the videos this channel has been uploading? And now we come to the last question. That's question 5 for the section B. For the 5th question, that one too is saying, how many videos have you watched from this channel so far? Good. So these are the objective questions, and we have to add theory part 2. And this is what we are going to do. I'm going to give a space, another space. I'm going to make a copy of this one. I think so. Control C, Control V. The theory questions, I'm going to add 3. So 2, 3. Give it a space. This 1, 2, I'm going to give it a space. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4. Five will be okay. This 1, 2, 5 will be okay. The theory part, the first question is going to be question 1. Let me undo it. Yes. The question 1 is going to be list 3 topics you would want this channel to make videos on. The space will be provided for the answers. Then question 2, on a scale of 1 to 10, on a scale of 1 to 10, how will you recommend this channel to a friend? Then the next one to this one, let me add a number. That's the second question. The third question to explain your answer in explain your answer in question 2 above. All right, these are the questions we are going to work on. These are the questions. This one, since it is just one answer, the space, we will close it up. Now let's go to the top and start working with the answers. These are, as I said, objectives questions, multiple choice questions. We are going to use, we go to the design, we are going to use the option group to deal with the answers. You come here, you click on it, and you just draw it. Draw it here. When you draw, but before you do this, make sure your questions are set, you know your answers and everything. So the first one is going to be do. The first question is saying, on which channel are you watching this tutorial? So do with me channel. Then the next option is going to be other. Go to next. How many options? Depending on the number of choices or options you want to give to candidates, you can make it as many as you want. I'm going to make this one 3 for the tutorial purpose, but you can make yours 4 or 5 depending on how you want them. Now we are going to make them 3 choices, saying you can't have 2 options with the same name. Yes, the first one will be other 1 and the second one is going to be other 2. Next, here it is asking us, do you want one option to be default choice? If you say yes, then it means you select the option here. Which one do you want it to be the default choice? It means whenever the question is opened, that choice will be selected. We don't want that way. We want the students to select their own choice. Go to next. Now here is the questions, and these are the values. These values are what we are going to use in VBA, so let's take note of them. Go to next. We have different formats here. There is option buttons, and we have check boxes, we have toggle buttons. We will maintain the first one. Go to next. And the frame, this one we will not use it, so don't worry. I'm going to select that one and delete it. Now I have to select everything, come to format, select the font, make it 12 here, make it black, and now I'll right click, go to size, fit. Yeah, let me expand this one a bit, and I'm going to expand this one to down, this one to go up. I'll select the first one, the spacing. I'll press shift and deselect the main one up, then the middle one to shift deselect, then the bottom one to let's view it and see the spacing if it's alright. Now it's okay, it's okay. Let's do away with the main, this one. We go to format, come to border style, just select transparent. Alright, so now we can select options, any of the options that we want, any of the options that we want. We are going to repeat the same thing for all the questions. It's like the spacings are too much. Now I'll select everything here. I'll copy, I'll paste, I'll paste, I'll paste, and I'll paste. This one will come down for the fifth one. This one too will come for the fourth one. And this one too will come for the third one. The alignment and the arrangement. Now let's view it. All right. Leave the theory part. You have to add a label here to indicate here is a multiple choice. In that case, I'm going to push that one down. I'll add a label. Here will be section A, make it 14 bold. Going to copy it, make a copy of it, and paste it here. Undo. Oh. So I'll paste it here. This one is going to be section B, and here is going to be theory. Let's view it. Good. It's okay. We come to the theory part. Here we are going to, since candidates will be entering the answers, we are going to add a text box here. Select this one, press Ctrl, click. So arrangement, make it medium. The font size, make it 12. Black. Right click, fit. Ctrl C, Ctrl V, Ctrl V. Want the spaces to be equal. Here I'll select all and come to arrangement, come to spacing, come here, equal vertically. Now let's see. All right. Spacing equal vertically. When we come here on a scale, this one I'm going to make a copy, paste. Since this one, it will need only one space. A third question will come. And explain your answer. This one too will need one text box. Just that we'll expand it a bit. Expand it down. Now we can save our form. This one is going to be exams sheet. Let's view it. That is it. Now our questions are ready. Our questions are now ready. But the options, we have to change the answers. The answers, we have to work on the answers. The first one we are done with it. The second one, select the options. The option 1, I will subscribe to this channel. The second option, I will watch other videos from this channel. The next option, I will come back again to watch more videos from this channel. Come to the third question. Third question to how many people have you? This one, you have 5. we have 10. Then this one we have 20. How do you see the videos this channel has been uploading? Let me say Control S. This one, the first option is going to be helpful. Second option is going to be interesting. And the third option is going to be impressive. Come to the feed question. How many videos have you watched from this channel? We have 5. We have 7. We have 12. Now let's come to the theory. This one, since the candidate will be providing the answers. That one, yes, where it needs some technicalities. Yes, because it will be based on what the candidate will write. That will let you know whether to consider the candidate or not to consider the candidate. And here we are not going to provide any answers, since here is the theory part. I'm going to save it. Now I'll wait it and we see. You can see that the answers are there. Just choose your answer and you are done. Just choose your answer and you are done. For the theory part, we are going to assign a marking scheme. Yes, this one is going to be the digital marking scheme. Depending on the answers, the marks you assign to each question. Now let's say for me this one, I'm going to make, let me go to the design view, question 1 to question 5. I'm going to make each question to carry 10 marks, and the theory part 2, the first question will carry 30 marks, the second question will carry 10 marks, and the third question will carry this one 30. So 3. All right, then the second question, I have to be careful here. The first question, let me make it, do away with it. The last text box, so that I'll make the question be 2 here. Let's 2, so that the first question will carry 20. The second question will carry 30, and the third question will carry 20 marks. No, the first question 20 marks, the second question 10 marks, and the third question 20 marks. Yes, this is what I want it to be, so that I'll be able to assign everything. So the section A, that is a multiple choice, will contain 50 marks, and the theory part will take 50 marks, making 100. Yes, that's what we want. And here we have to add a text box. No, sorry, we have to add a combo box. So the combo box, when we select this one, so question 1, let's draw the combo box here. And the combo box here, we will type in the values that we want. Go to next, and the first value is going to be no, yes, just next, finish. You don't want a label, select, go to size, tallest, and now this one, the margin, make it wider. Since yes or no, let's make it shorter. Now come to, let's view it. So when we click on it, yes, we don't want this label. This label allows users to, or candidates, it allows users or candidates can edit the options. You don't want that way. We have to do away with the access. You have to deny candidates access to be able to edit the answers. We come to here, when you select that one, come to data. So data, limit to list, yes, then allow value list edit, no. Now it cannot be edited. When you click on it, the answers will come, it cannot be edited. We are going to apply or add the same thing, repeat this one, copy and paste for this one, then copy and paste, and the third one, yes, one will be for this question 3 and one will be for question 2. This one align bottom, this one to all right. So here the same thing, but when it comes to the question 3, it will depend on the answer the candidate will provide. If the answer the candidate could provide convinces you completely, then you have to give in all the 20 marks. If you are not, then depending on how you are convinced, you give in the mark you want. So here you come to, you select it, you select the combo box, we come to data and row source. Instead of yes and no, it will just is out of 20, so the minimum should be 5 depending on how you want it to be. So 5, 10, 15 and 20. Yes, now let's go back and see here, yes or no, yes or no. If the here yes or no, when we come to this one, we have 5, 10, 15 and 20 depending on the marks you want to give to the student. Let's go to the design view, the alignment here, right click, align bottom, and here too let me expand it a bit, and arrangement, this one is going to be widest. Let's view it. Here depends, you select 5, 10, 15, 20. Yes, that is it. This is the exams sheet. This is what students are going to write their exams in. And here is the student name, the class, student code, and the date. The next we will end this one here. The next video we are going to look at how we will add code. If a student scores a mark, how are we going to get the marks for students? That's what we are going to look at in the next video. So please, if you are new to the channel and if not subscribed and you find this video helpful, please do subscribe. Let me click this one, subscribe, like, you share to others to also enjoy, then click on notification bell for future tutorials. Until we meet again, please take care and bye bye.